Hello, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In our last episode, we finished the arbor tree farm, and we built this alcohol processing, or this wood lumber processing facility here that distills the lumber into ethanol and produces some polluted dirt and carbon dioxide, of course, and then we started burning off the alcohol into power. I do have a few tasks that I want to do today, but I want to give you fair warning that I may say more than once, didn't I already do that? Because I probably did. This is the second time recording this episode because I had audio issues the first time, and so I have started back over again, and I'm going to attempt to continue this correctly this time. I just saw that somebody picked up lumber and carried it off. And I think I know the issue. You know what, actually? I think I want to not even have this bin taking lumber. And I may not have it taking anything. Because the lumber can just lay here on the floor. And then it'll get loaded into there when it's time to load it into there. And then it'll come down the rail when it's time to come down the rail. And it'll just lay here on the floor until it gets used. Wait. Who's picking it up? Where are you going with it? Come here. Carrying it inside. Ooh. We need to take lumber out of this. Which means I do need to set that other bin up. Yeah. Those, not that one. These. And all of these. Okay. Yep, start back again. Let's just delete some of these. By the way, keep this moving. Keep this moving. I want to be able to get up in there and get that water out. Hopefully that will work. But then I need to set this bin back up again because the dupes need to be able to load it. Although I guess I could just turn that on. That would be okay. Eventually this is going to be lumber negative, so it'll be fine. That connected. Good. We're dumping that polluted water out. This is lumber here. Okay. You all... Let's see. So I want to look at power use here for this system. We have three things here using 120 watts. Let's just, for the sake of argument, assume that they use 120 watts constantly. And even if we count this one, that's 480 watts constantly, which they don't because they only use power when they're actually working. And then there's 10 watts, no, not there, 10 watts here. So we'll round up and say we're at 500 watts. Thank you, autosave. That can come out. I'll wait on that. And then down here, these all each use 240 watts. So we'll round up and say that's another 1,000. And then there's three things here plus one here that use another 120 watts. I need to connect this one up, by the way. And we'll round that up to 480 to another 500. That's 2,000. So even if all of this stuff was running constantly, even if you count this, we're right around 2,000. But if you count all this stuff, assume all this stuff is working constantly, which it's not. These four things here, as well as their 5 counterparts up above, including the valve, they're not using their full wattage. But even if they were, this generator is producing 2,000 watts already, if it's running constantly. And this one, by the way, also isn't running constantly. So really, that's 5 things down here, 5 things up above. So really what you have running kind of consistently is these 4 using 240. And this one producing 2,000. So your power, you're probably producing almost twice the amount of power that we're consuming in the processing of this lumber into carbon dioxide and oh wow, I didn't think about that. This needs to be vented. Yeah. Let's put an airflow tile in here. And in here. This needs to be vented because this is producing a lot of carbon dioxide and it's not going anywhere. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this whole system is super power positive. which was what the sort of hope would be on this type of thing. So that all that power is going into the base. Now, what I want to also do here is I want to ship the polluted dirt that's here out into the okay, here comes all the lumber now. Into over into here to feed these guys that polluted dirt. One thing that I noticed that I hadn't done before was I hadn't allowed our people who are doing husbandry to get into here to tame them. So we need to allow that to happen. So let's let that go though, and let them do that. Coming back over here, we need to run a conveyor line over here. And what I did in the previous episode, or the previous recording of this episode, was I took this way instead of the way that it is currently, and came down, and then I pulled out some of this and some of this, and I reused part of this to go over there. So I'm going to go ahead and reproduce that now. Gold amalgam goes up. We're going to bridge that. We're going to come this way and connect into this one eventually. Same thing goes here, and then we'll bridge that. And we'll continue this way, and I have it connecting up to there. Okay, sorry for the hard cut there. The game crashed, bizarrely enough, and I had to restart from the autosave at the beginning of the cycle. So if there's a hard cut there, whatever, that's why. Let's clean up some of this stuff. Oh, there's printables. Printable. No. Yes. We'll take the pufflet eggs and make sure we are eating them. Pufflet egg. Yep, we are. Okay, and it's rocket time. So we'll pause that for a moment here. No. Stop. All right, let's do that. Or unpause it, I should say, for a moment here. Let's take this over, and I want to build another power transformer here, where I can separate the stuff that's over here from the stuff that's in. Actually, you know what? No, let's move this over here a little bit further and put it in right there. Yeah, that's nicer, I think. And the other rocket's also coming back. Let's see. So that's some stuff built for them to work on. I guess I can put in the bridge here while the rocket is still coming back. We need a bridge here. That's good there. A bridge here. And then that should be good from there on. Except that, of course, I wanted a rail here to connect this to that. And they'll be able to build this because they can stand on this, because it's one tile smaller than most rooms are. So let's head up to the rocket, and one of them just landed. Or is just landing, I should say. Or it appears. Thank you. Sydney, you may go and do your thing. And then come right back, because we're going to launch again. And I think I'm going to keep the same people in the rockets repeatedly. Because of their morale anyway, gets to become a problem. So we might as well just keep them sort of gone all the time. And I could take this observation bubble out, because we really don't need it. But I'll keep it, because it might be useful to get... Oh, wait a minute. Where does Catherine come into... How does Catherine reappear here? Vitals... Because she's not in the bubble. Follow? Oh, she is here. Okay, she did. She just jumped out super fast ahead of Caledorn. Or maybe she fell out. The biological cargo bay we actually need to empty. Because of... because it doesn't empty on itself, which is kind of weird. But, you know, whatever. We don't need Caledorn to hop in just yet. This is not yet ready. We still need some more fuel here. We're splitting the fuel now, so it's going to be a little slow on the load. But there's a meteor shower anyway, so we're fine. We earned a colony achievement. of no place like clone because you have 20 dupes now, or more than 20 dupes now. We added the last two while Caledon and Catherine and probably Sydney as well were all gone. Down here, let's see, they're still working on this stuff. And, okay. I couldn't remember if I did that before or after the crash. So that was obviously before. And we'll get this stuff built here. Is this the stuff that requires a... Yeah, there's not permitted there. So it requires a machine, mechatronics person or an electronics person to build. So that'll be coming later. Let's load... Coming when they're ready, I should say. Let's load the polluted dirt into here. And it won't load it until there's a rail there, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and prioritize a little bit here and put some emphasis on building these rail pieces here and here and here and here. Okay, I did do that also. That's good. I can never remember what I did and didn't do. They're still manually delivering the polluted dirt, which will be nice when they don't have to do that anymore, once it's automated. Oh, but I did change something else up here that I want to change. In the first recording of this episode, I took this out, and let's see, who can I get to do this? Let's just allow everybody in here for right now. And I need to put in a receptacle. And the reason for the receptacle is right now we're dropping the rot pile and the polluted dirt onto the ground. And we don't want to do that anymore. We instead want to fill this up, of course. And then we want to have just a little bit here as a buffer. And then once we have that, then we want this to go somewhere else, because we're going to produce way more rot pile, or polluted dirt specifically, than these guys can even eat. So, you know what, actually, let me change one thing right here. Take this out and put in a bridge here. Just so that this has a priority. Doesn't matter a lot, but it also doesn't hurt. And then I want to take this out here and put a bridge in here as well. Keep it with the gold amalgam here. And this needs to come into here. And what I want to do in here is set up some compost heaps. No, whatever you're making that out of, we don't want to make it out of that. Let's see. No, it's not food. Compost. Yeah, let's use granite. At least it'll boost the decor. We'll do 5 of them. And then, of course, a door here. And this power can come across. No, cancel power. Power can come... Yeah, that's fine. Power can come across and down, and then across here into an auto sweeper. And that auto sweeper needs to cover all 5 of those. So that should be good. And then we can connect that to power. And then I want a do I want a loader here as well? Or a receptacle? I think I do. I can put it there, and then I can take out this rail. Cancel. Let's prioritize all of that and that, please. So we can get this thing rolling again. Oh, you know what? It's probably... Nope, still a meteor shower. It's probably another meteor shower, actually. It happens. What came back? Ugh. Junk. That melted again. I must have rebuilt this stuff after the crash also, these bits, because they couldn't have melted again. Let's see, what do we have? Egg-shaped rock, percolator. Okay. And here comes that. So let's go ahead and assign Sydney Jr. and Aladorn to their rockets. Okay, that one's ready to go, and this one should just about be as well. Okay, so we'll go to the star map, and let's go to the rocket list, and we'll launch the rockets to their same destinations at the same time, and they will race. Like that. Okay, so what's next? More ice turning into water, turning into ice, turning into water. Okay, they must be doing that by hand still. Let's go here. Okay, good. It's coming along now. So what'll happen is this polluted dirt will continue across. I need to do this here because there's going to be some... I don't care about that spot. There's going to be some polluted air that comes off of the polluted dirt, so we need to deal with that inside the base at least. And so what'll happen here is anything that gets loaded here will go into here first, and then anything that comes up here is going to go this way first and get put into either the critter feeder or the receptacle. And then once it backs up to this point, then it'll go into here and be turned into composted into dirt. And then we need to find some way to deal with the dirt. Also, the polluted dirt is going to slowly rot away up here. I don't know, or, well, compost, I guess. I don't know if that means that I need to do this or not, but just in case it does, I want to put dirt into the filter for this. And I also want to turn off this door. That way, well, yeah, I can do this. Someone else can come and get it who has access in here. Maybe? Sometimes those errands weird me out. Okay, good. No, he didn't get it all. Okay, good. Now we got it all. Alright. So that's that. And we now have everything I think should be working correctly. Wait, why can't you see or reach that? Oh, crud. It's just too far. Well, that's no fair. It's enough room to hit it, but not enough room to... Wait, why did I set it up like this? Oh, of course it unloads the polluted dirt at the far end. So technically all this stuff should be shifted one tile to the right. Maybe I'll do that off after the episode. I think that makes more sense than to try and make you guys suffer through it. Okay, so what do we have left to work on here? Rockets are launched. We can set those up. Put our decorations down here. Okay, we can take one in here. Oh, we have a stethoscope too. Nice. This one needs to go right here, so I'm going to actually move this pipe here. I didn't think about this when I set this up, but let's do that. We have printables. Dirt. Yay. We'll take it, sure. Why not? In the meantime, I can put some of these out. And this one's kind of in the middle, so that's a good spot for it. Actually, in a really good spot. Now let's go all the way down to here. And then, of course, you. And then you guys. Not sure why that's so bright there. Kind of weird. Missed one. There? Yeah. Okay. And those will get built. Let's see. This water's doing well. That's good. How do the germs look? Quite germy. Good stuff. Is this decreasing? It looks to be so. Yeah, I mean there's gonna be some water that gets added in here via this pipe, but it's gonna be only if this is completely backed up, and then it'll overflow into there. So yeah, that's doing pretty good. Trying to remember what else I did in the lost episode. Ah, this is what else I did. Mop. I already ate all of this stuff. Let's deconstruct this power line, this pipeline, and this stuff here. I know they can't get in here yet, but it's fine. I want them to break the power or the pipe first before I do anything with that. Mop this up. You can also start putting in some flooring across there now. And I can take these out. Good. We'll do a sweep order here. Actually, what I should do is just take this out like that. And just let that stuff, let them take the shortcut for that stuff. Why is there thermium laying on the floor? Where's that? Refined metal? Manufactured material? Oh, because we're not storing thermium? Why are we not storing thermium? I think perhaps we should. Maybe? I think we should. Maybe I accidentally took it out when I was fixing the lumber thing. I bet you I did. I bet you there wasn't thermium ever down here. And when I copied from these, it pulled the thermium out. Oopsie. Okay. Fixed. Continue across there, I suppose. And let's take these out and replace this one with that. And it's downtime, of course. We'll actually have one extra tile here, which is kind of fun. Go up into space. I remember one other thing that I did do. This is finally done, picking up all of that regolith that was here. So we can take this out. And take this out. And then I want to take out all of these buildings here. Put that back, though. A mop here. Thank you, autosave again. And do I want to clean up these rails a little? It might make sense to clean up the rails a little. Yes, let's clean those up. Let's see, this one I want to go into... Yeah, let's put this one into there. Okay. And then I can break this one. And I can bring another one like this from over here someplace. Do I need that power line? Oh, yes, I do. That's for the... yeah, I do. For the doors. Okay. And then I can break this one here. There's a tiny piece of regolith there. Of course. Oh, and this is all going to be broken. Yeah, sorry. Then you can go into there, and then you can go away. Okay, that straightens those out a little bit. And then this one can come into here now. From over here. So, let's do a thermium sweeper. And put it where they can reach there. Yep. And then I want to put the loader, thermium also, at the max range here. Let's see if I can keep that spot selected long enough to spot it. I'll put it here. Let's go upside down just for fun. There. And then power. Can I glom off of this? I better take it off of this one. Although that's hard to do. That's really hard to do. A bridge in there, and I'll do a bridge there. Come on. Autosave, let's go. Okay, now I can take out that piece of wire right there. And thank you. I can connect that and connect this all crazy like. Perfect. This will be for regolith, which is a filtration medium. And as soon as it gets power, we will be good to go. One more right there. And then some rail. Come on. Oh, look, here comes an egg. Fun to see. Really? Come on. Nobody can do it. Nails is coming. Ah, there's Nails. Excellent. Okay, so now we'll load that up. This is also going to probably overheat eventually due to the vacuum space, but we'll deal with that like we have been dealing with the other ones all along. And there's probably only about as much here as there was in that one pile right there. Oh, the other thing I want to do is allow for manual use. That way if there's any to sweep anywhere else in the base, the dupes will come and put it in. There should be just a little bit up here and a little bit up here maybe, where we're changing things around, and then that should be good. So this is where we're going to leave it for today. These episodes are going to be much closer to 30 minutes than, much more consistently close to 30 minutes, I should say. At least for this week, possibly for the rest of this series. And, but you know, I'm going to play this until I feel like we've reached a good end, which is probably going to at least be some hydrogen rockets. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.